Good evening, guys. It's Emmanuel once again, and there's something I want to clarify. Okay, so if you are having issue with your, I will tag this video XENEA Secret answer. Okay, how to decipher Secret answer. Okay, a lot of people are making a lot of mistake, and is an issue. Okay, so I'm using my WhatsApp group to do a video. Okay, so let's assume the question is what is your favorite band? Okay, I'm using a question that somebody asked me. So the secret question is, what is your favorite band? Okay, and then your answer is, let's say your answer is Rihanna. And then after the question, you send it like this. Okay, good. You see this cursor that is blinking. Let me show you. Okay, we have a problem. If I bring this video down, if I bring this my marker down, it will not allow the cursor to be blinking. Okay, so you see this cursor that is blinking. You see this cursor moving right now, You see this thing I'm moving right now. You see it's blinking. Once you write something, let me clean this thing now. Once you write Rihanna, you see a space between the A and the cursor blinking. You see as that thing there, your secret answers, they are very sensitive to that thing. Now, this Rihanna now, this answer right now is not the same thing with this one. Now, let me move the cursor back to A. You see as the cursor is touching letter A now. Now, let me give the space again. You see as there is space now. These two things are not the same thing. So most of you will be thinking that these two things are the same thing. So assuming on the day we created that XENEA wallet, this Rihanna is your answer, and after writing Rihanna, you do something like you move back like this. You see the cursor is back right now to lapping with A. Let me give a space again. Lap with A. So if your answer is like this, and then you are trying to retrieve your wallet, okay? You are trying to retrieve your wallet, and then after writing Rihanna in the answer of you retrieving your wallet, and you do something like this, and then you submit, it is not the same thing. The system will see it as fail. Okay, so because somebody asked me this question right now, that is why I'm making this video. So this Rihanna, as the cursor is pointing far, is not the same thing as this Rihanna. It is a different thing. Then another thing is your letter, the cases of your letter, the word you use. If R is capital letter, if I is small letter, if H is small letter, if A is small letter, if N is small letter, if the other N is small letter, and if the last A is small letter. You see all those letter, the cases, they are very, very sensitive. So if you began your answer that day with capital letter, make sure if you are going to answer any day you want to answer it, make sure you are beginning with a capital letter. Okay, so everything is very sensitive in this XENEA secret answer. So there's something again. I'm going to give another example again. Okay, now we have just written one name. Okay, let's say they ask you which street, because there's a question like this: which street did you grow up? Okay, so they ask you which street did you grow up, and your answer is, let's say your answer is let's say Yaba. You grew up in Yaba Tech. Okay, so this was your answer that day. Now if you look at Yaba, there is a space before the tech, and then the cursor is lapping on the last letter. The last letter is what? Letter H. This is exactly how you are going to be answering the question whenever you want to retrieve your wallet. So you start with capital letter ya, ba. Let me bring my this thing again. You start with capital letter ya, ba, Y, capital letter Y. Okay? You start with capital letter Y, then the small letter, then you give that gap in the center there, then your TECH, your tech, we start with small letter TECH. Then the most important one, your the cursor will be lapping the last letter. Letter H. You see as the cursor is lapping on that letter H now. This is very, very, very important in answering your question. Okay? This is very, very important. This cursor is very, very, very important in answering these questions. Okay? Make sure if now what I'm going to do, I'm going to you see the way I'm talking in this video, I'm going to just upload it like that. If people that listen very well will never have problem. You have to listen very well. So if here is another trick you will try. Let's say you do not even remember where your cursor is, okay? Assuming you don't know if the cursor is lapping the last letter or let me do another thing. Let me give space. And you do not know if the cursor is like this. Now you see that this cursor right now has left a space from the last letter H. You see that space now? It is very, very important. So if you don't know which one it is, okay, all you need to know is, the most important thing right now is to know your answer. If your answer is Yabatek, make sure you write it like this. Then the first thing you're going to do is you try leaving the cursor open like it is here right now, or you try leaving it in the body of letter H. You try leaving it in the body of letter H. Okay, let me as it is right now. Okay, you try leaving it like this, or you leave it the way I left it before. So whichever one, make sure I don't know how else I'm going to explain this thing. Okay, make sure that your cursor is touching either letter H or is giving space. One thing must be the answer. So remember, I use Yabatek as an example. I also use favorite band Rihanna as an example. So anyone, it can be Rihanna with space as it's dancing, or Rihanna like this, close to letter A. So keep trying it that way. You cannot. The most important thing is once you know your answer, you cannot lose your coins. So just keep trying. Don't relent. Keep trying. And you can interchange it. What do I mean by interchanging it? Now, if you try space like this on both of them, if you try space like this on both of them, should we are saying now there's space in the tech, there's space in the Rihanna. So if you try it and it do not work, then you lap it like this, like this. If you lap the two of them like this, like this, like this, like this. If you lap the two of them, it did not work, then you alternate it. Okay, so you can do Yabatek, you leave space, then come to Rihanna, it will lap. If it did not work, then in Rihanna, leave space, come to Yabatek, then you lap it. Okay, so because the secret question has question 1 and question 2. So I'm using this Yabatek and Rihanna as an example. So if your first answer, assuming your first answer is where did you grow up, which street did you grow up, and your answer was Yabatek like this, then try either leaving space with the cursor or merging it together. And then your second answer, they might ask you what is your favorite band, and the answer is Rihanna. Try also leaving cursor lapping on the last letter, which is A, or giving space. Any one of these should work. And then remember that it is very case sensitive. Each letter must carry their letter. So small, all these small letter and the capital letter, it is also very sensitive to it. Okay, so if you do all of this, it did not work, you will have to get back to me and then do a video call with me so that I can see if I can put you through. But this should work, okay? Nobody should have problem with these secret answers. It should be what you know. It should be what only you know, okay? So I'm done here, guys. This is why I want to do this video. Look at small thing I want to explain. It's already taking 10 minutes 47 seconds. Okay, please, if you're just joining us in this channel, please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Okay, I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.